Okay, so I've been getting a lot of clients asking me how to actually use Trello, and I thought I would just do a really quick rundown of the basics of how it works and how it's really good for communicating for different projects and keeping everything in one place on the cloud so you're not constantly having to message back and forth and send links via emails or send things via email. You can just keep it stored in one place, and it's really visual and pretty, and it's really easy to use. Plus it's connected to your phone, so you can log in from your phone as well, which makes it really user friendly and awesome. So this is a blank board, so let me show you how it actually works. So first things first, you can come to the menu here, and I always like to change the background to something that suits me, and I usually pick something that suits the person whose board it is, but since this is just a demo, I'm going to go pink because pink is me. So I like to choose backgrounds that make it pretty to look at. And then what you do is you can create your list. So depending on what it is that you're working on, your lists would be different. But generally I'm doing setting up of courses and email marketing and that kind of thing. So the lists would generally relate to that. So I usually have like an admin and links list. So you just add the list, and then there's various cards that you could add under there. So you could then just type all the different programs you use, put them all in here, and put the links and logins in there. So you would then just come in here, add the description, type it in, and that's that. It's there for me to access. Other things you can do is you can color code stuff. So I like to add covers to things just so that it looks, again, it's prettier and visual. There's no real need for it, but I'm visual and I like things to look pretty. So then like we could have like a task list, so things to focus on. So launch programs, set up emails, things like that. And then this is where we could communicate with dates. So say we wanted to launch a program within a couple of weeks, you could put the due date in there so we know we're on track to meet it. So just put in a date, and then that way it'll notify us where we're at in terms of that. Other things we can do is add a checklist into it. So if you've got things that we need to tick off, that, so say for the program it could be something like set up Facebook group, create emails, create funnel, things like that, and then we can tick off which things are done as we've completed them. And then you can use the labels. So the labels, we can give it a name, so that could be achieved, and when it's achieved we can label it as that, and we can give the other labels names as well, so we can work on that. If you need me to see something and you want to communicate with me, you can do the @ and tag me, and then put your comment in there of what you need to say, and that will send me an email notification, and then I can reply to you and act on what it is. Any actual description of the task can go in there, and that's basically it. It's really quite simple to use. So once you've got the task, then we could have the actual thing like the program launch, like actually have all the details in here. So this would be where we put things like marketing assets, emails, funnel content, and then this is where you could attach all the things that you need me to work on. So if you attach things in here, I can then move them to wherever they need to go and that's where I start to work from. So hopefully that's just a really quick overview of how it works. It's simply tasks and links. You actually can have the calendar view as well. So when we have things in here that we are working on, we can view the calendar. And that way you can get an overview of how everything looks. I believe you can get it. Mine just has it, but I'm not quite sure why. I'll have to look into that, but you can usually switch the view to calendar view if you want to, but I guess that's an extra add-on that I must have added to mine. So that's something we can look into if you want that. But yeah, this is the basics of it, and it's really simple. And that, again, it's just you avoid having to email back and forth and message back and forth and that kind of thing. You can just keep everything in the one place, and when things are done, you can archive them and get rid of them off the board if you don't need them anymore. So it's a really handy tool. But that is a basic overview. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Thank you.